The man in black is a modern kung fu instructor and is the next to come up against a jiu-jitsu representative. The kung fu stylist's only chance is to keep the distance and stay on his feet. If he goes to the ground, he becomes vulnerable. Using a kick as a distraction, Royce closes the distance. Knowing his opponent cannot escape, Royce patiently works on bringing him down to the ground. He's in no hurry. A jiu-jitsu fighter becomes so confident in his ability to handle any aspect of a fight that he's able to maintain a calm and rational attitude. Royce has the opportunity to seriously hurt his opponent, but instead he only slaps him, a humane way to demonstrate the superiority of our unique system. He toys with him like a cat with a mouse. It is obvious that the Kung Fu man does not have the elements to avoid this embarrassing situation.
Ref, step back, please.
Nobody would endure this many slaps if there was any possibility of escape. When he feels like ending the fight, Royce will turn his opponent over and set him up for a final choke. Leverage, simplicity, and technique are the foundations for the effectiveness that have kept the Gracie Academy representatives undefeated for over 65 years against other styles of martial arts. This Kung Fu instructor requests a second match, thinking he can do better the second time around. Of course, if they were in a street fight and Royce had been intent on hurting him, he would not have that opportunity. Many martial arts experts do not practice or teach their students how to defend themselves under realistic conditions because they just don't know how. They ignore the fact that 95% of all real fights go into a clinch and end up on the ground, especially if your opponent is bigger and stronger than you. Remember, on the street, it is more difficult than you realize to use those fancy kicks and supposedly deadly punches. Back yourself up with the best ground fighting techniques in the world and make yourself a truly complete martial artist. Once again, the inevitable. If this kind of finishing is becoming disturbingly repetitive, these victories are not a matter of coincidence or luck. They are the result of calculated strategy and efficient training. For the practitioners of the striking arts, not knowing how to escape from a clinch and what to do on the ground is more than a weakness. It's fatal. Royce has established his position on his opponent's back and can now choose where, when, and how hard to hit. It is important to notice that even here, Royce is using far less than full power in delivering his blows. When looking for a self-defense system, beware of the many styles that only teach one aspect of fighting. It can give you a false sense of security. If you're not learning how to defend yourself on the ground, how can you be truly prepared? At this point, the Kung Fu instructor knows he cannot escape. Having absorbed enough punishment, he will tap out.
Get over, George. He wants you on your stomach.
Yes. Okay, good.
Too many strikes.